Okay, we've made it across the busy road into Marion Deal Park. The pool is now open. Let's swim. All right. Looks like they got a big park area down here. People heading down here. It looks like it's a rec center. Looks like they got the pool down here. Traffic. Not expecting to see people down in here. And I'm sure they weren't expecting to see me either. Look at that. Lots of new landscaping stuff going on. Ride back here into this dirt area and see what's going on. Because you never know what's going to be back here until you go look around and see. And we'll get down into zero pedal assist, gear number 1. Just ride along here and see what it says. For your safety, please walk with a friend. Well, where might I walk? Okay. Looks like we got another little curlicue to do. And then, whoop, bang, here we are. Yeah, they've got wires on there. This just does not look to me like we're going to go a long way on this. Nice to check it out, but I don't know that this is going to get us anywhere. Deja vu. We've been in this curlicue before. This time we're zipping down here. Whoop, not too fast though. And oh, there's some of them crazy bikers over there. And we'll be trying all of this out. We're heading to the left here. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, brake before I go into the curve and then let up and pedal. Yep. Yeah, probably more of a walking. Actually, from the look of it, it looks like something that you would take a could walk your baby carriage around, or if you had somebody who was riding in a wheelchair, they might want to try this out. Or if you had people who were riding on bikes and wanted to just check out something like this. Okay, looks like we're going to try this one out here now. I don't know what the heck that is. That is weird. Now we're going to go over here. Man, look at that green field they got there. I think it's not really a field. They call that a pitch for some reason. But that is all AstroTurf over there. Wonder what sort of underlayment they've got. AstroTurf quite often is not extremely comfortable. Okay. Yep. Here we go. This looks like an old 50s building here. Oh, good. That's all very nice. Pretty large lion there. Okay, well, here we are, Queen's University of Charlotte, Marion Deal Park. This is the world's largest freestanding lion sculpture, and he's looking like you wouldn't want to mess with him right now. Hair looks good though. Hair looks really good, and yeah, we're going to stick with the PG rated version there, and then we'll see if we can get down here to this road here and make our way safely across. Like we ought to be able to push a button and have it let us go across. I wonder. This way. Thought that was where we wanted to cross, but we're going to go on up this way a little bit farther. Oh yeah. Well, no, this really is not where we wanted to cross. That really is where we wanted to cross. And we're just going to come up on, oh, well, we can go over. There was another little arm up there that would sort of let you get across. But we're going to come up here and cross where there is no crosswalk. There we go. That was wonderful. Yep. Tar Heel Trailblazers. Mountain bike organization. Okay. Okay. So we made it across the horrible Tyvola Road there, all 4 lanes. And now we're going to go back through this little bit of stuff. And yep. And now we're split up. Okay, here we go. Got a little trail riding to do here. Got split up there in our trip across the street here. Now we're trying to regroup and we'll see what happens. We're on the right side of the road now. And we're in fine shape. Just gonna cruise along here for a little while. Yep. Got the police right there. This person here. Checking out the trails, looking on his phone. Got his bikes at the ready. Yep. And here we are in a little parky zone. We are here. And we're heading down to here. So let's go. Authorized vehicles only, that would be me. There we go. Hello. Nice to see happy people wearing purple. Woo! Look out, running off the road. Okay. This one is just going to zip us on down here. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 21.7. 21.7. That's a pretty good glide there. Yep. Look at all of this. Now we're coming back down to the Greenway. Along where the wastewater reclamation facility. And it's odd to think that used to be nothing out here. And that's why they put the sewage plant out here, because there was nothing out here. And then everything is just grown up all around it. Rolling fast, rolling fast. See, my saddlebags make me more aerodynamic. Okay. Gear down. We'll just pump it up a little bit here. There we go. up a little bit, you get to go down a little bit. Woo. This is just pretty amazing. Good morning. Up, Charlotte mountain bikes. Yeah. Give me a little pedal assist. Oh yeah. Here we go. Good morning. How crazy is that? Running into somebody from Wesley Chapel. That's pretty amazing. Saw a guy who was just out riding, first time down here, just like us. And turns out he lives right around the corner from where we do. And we have ridden through his neighborhood and he has seen us riding through. What are the chances of that? Not very good. Not very good.
We totally influenced that. He did not have an ego. When I stopped and talked to him that day, he was interested though when he was asking about it. I was just like, do it, you know.
That's amazing. That's just so amazing. Both of our first rides down here. And you wonder if he's one of those people who just is going to zip through, though. If he's going to take a nice slow ride, or if he's going to come down here and put the pedal to the metal and get done with the whole thing in 20 minutes. Man, those are some interesting looking things there. Got a nice little deck up on the roof. Ole, 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 ole. Yeah.
That's like a pagoda. Yeah. It's like a pagoda.
Gotta watch out for these bicyclers. They don't actually have bells on their bikes.
Now I see what they mean by a blind curve.
What sort of nightlife they have around here. Bet you can come down here at 2 or 3 in the morning and there'd be people down here getting into all kinds of mischief. And I would have been one of them back about 50 years ago, and would have been happy to come down here. People talking, you never know if they're talking to themselves or do they actually have one of those Bluetooth phones on. Used to be you'd think people were crazy if you saw them just walking around talking to themselves. Now everybody's just talking on their phone. Those lights hadn't turned out. Yep. The more you're out here, get there. It'd be fun to try one of those recumbent bikes. I don't know if I'd really want to have one. It seems like it's nicer if you can have a little different view of things from a little bit up higher, not so far down low. Well, I wonder what would happen there. Man, trees are leafing out just amazingly quickly. We're going to have a couple of days here that are just going to zoom them on up. Won't be able to tell it was ever springtime. Yep. Yep. There we go. There we go, doggy. I guess this is what it's always going to be like around here on the mornings during the week, which is great. Lots of good stuff over there. Okay, more people coming around here to ride their bikes on the Greenway. I guess folks come from all over. We've got motorcyclers around here. There we go. Scooter riders too. That is lots of people. Lots of riders. There we go. Nice to see all the people out on the Greenway. Oh, my legs are starting to feel it a little bit. That's good. 14 miles and still on 100% on my battery. Super speedy people. Here we go. About that. Now there's a little dirt path off to the left here. It just really looks inviting. Yep. go right on up here. Gotta watch out with all this traffic around here though. Well, this is a reverse of what we got to see on the way down here. Nice to get to see the other sides of the trees. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, another airport flyover here. Where that one? Rockledge Drive. Where that one goes? Obviously to Rockledge Drive. Getting a little more wind out here today, which is fine. Because it blows all the pollen away from us. Oh yeah, that was nice. Little shower of cherry blossoms. Yeah, there it is. Here we are up to another little neighborhood park. I guess all of these neighborhood parks got connected up. Wonder how many of them were put in after this Greenway was already planned though. Puppy. Somebody walking over on the other side over there. Makes me wonder if there's another little trail over there. I'm sure there is. There's always trails along those creeks like that. Some of these people are serious bicycle riders. And that's wonderful. There's plenty of room in the cycling world for the serious cyclers. And there's also plenty of room for the rest of us here who just want to cycle along. Go fly a kite. Nice breeze, but not too much of a breeze. Oh yeah. Wonder what kind of trees they've got planted along here. Probably something on there that tells you, but we'll just leave them alone. Yep. Here we go. On down the road. On down the road. Man. Good job, Charlotte. It seemed there ought to be more greenways around than just this one now. If you could actually go somewhere, take a little trip, ride for a day, stop and camp. Thank you. Camp for the night, turn around and come back. That would be good. Hey, hey, good morning. We're doing good here. Doing good. Miles, 15.2 miles. I believe we'll go for a little bit of a pedal assist here. Got this nasty headwind here. Need to be able to shrink myself down, two-dimensionalize myself. Another good candidate for e-bike riding. See people with these knee braces on. Because that running stuff it's gonna wear on you. Sharon Road West. Still heading south. There we go. Nice looking bike there. There we go. Hey guys. Boy, there are some fancy helmets there. Love that green stuff. Folks. And the lady looked a little bit wobbly on her bike. But that's okay. I get a little bit wobbly on my bike too every once in a while. Oh yeah. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing little spot down here that we have discovered. Pretty simple to get there. About a half an hour drive on the back roads. It's not too bad. It's not too bad, not too bad. Hey folks. If there were too many people out here, if there were too many people out here, I believe my waving arm would get tired. I guess that's why people just sort of get into the nod your head sort of a thing. Or just a little finger wave. Left or right, left, right, right, left, both at the same time. Woohoo! Oh, look at that old lippy dog there. That's good though. Getting him out there. Good baby. Oh, that wind is right in my face now. But that's okay. I'm on an e-bike and all I have to do is hit a little bit of pedal assist and won't take the wind away. It'll make a tremendous rushing noise, sort of like that airplane there. Okay, somebody's got a bell back there. Yep. Going. Here we go. All right. Well, good morning. I'll be getting past good morning here. Okay. Another person coming by. For the bell there, Grandpa. There we go. Left finger wave. South Boulevard 485. Man, that is hard to imagine where we have been riding here today. This is just a really good job here. Really good job here. It'd be fun to come down here and see what's going on in the evening. Have a nighttime bike ride. Yep. those bridges cost there. That has just got to be a tremendous boon for the bridge builders here in Mecklenburg County. Here we go. Not leaving any exhaust behind us anywhere. Ooh, boy. Starting to feel it a little bit. Looks like we got some rapids over there. Yeah, see, looks like most of that you could get down that in a kayak. Might have a little issue there, but unless you were a very large person or in a very small kayak, I believe you could do that. Oh yeah, look at this. Just like a park out here. Just like a park. Wonder what it's like on the weekends though. If you came out here on a Saturday afternoon, would you really want to be out here on a Saturday afternoon? Or would it be good? Come on, folks. Okay, that's it. Yep, there we go. Now we've got the camera all freed up there. Okay, coming down to a big bridge here with all kinds of soundproofing walls on it. Looks like it's probably that 485 thing. That is just really nice that they did that. So people on the Greenway are not subjected to all the noise from them gas burners there. That would be a lot of noise, a lot of noise. Get a little momentum going here. That's Carolina Pavilion over there on our right. movie theater is. Movie theater we used to go to back when you went to movie theaters. Yeah, and that's the little trail that heads up there. Okay. Blind curve, blind curve, blind curve. Ole, 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 ole. Hey, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey. Oh, yeah. Into the sun, into the shade. Oh. Here we are. Welcome to the town of Pineville. Whew. Pineville was just a little crossing years ago when I was growing up around this area. And it was the last stop on the way to South Carolina. That was the road that would take you down towards Carowinds. Highway 51. That's what they called it way back then. I don't know what all that stuff has changed names and but thank you to the town of Pineville for putting up these nice greenways for us to ride on. E-Bike Earth, the best in suburban bicycling. Although I would have to say this gets us more into the urban zone, but hey, E-Bike Earth. We cover all the territories, urban, suburban, rural, mountains, deserts, beaches. We are happy everywhere. And that's it, putting more. We're not putting miles on our bike, we're putting smiles on our bikes. Okay, there we go. They're listening to music. I could hear their music. Okay. Looks like 17.5 miles. 98% on my battery still. This has been a pretty flat thing here though. And at this rate I probably put about 150 miles on my battery before it died on me. But this is really out of the ordinary here. Very rarely get to ride on anything this flat. Come on, Speedy.
The headwind going on.
I know. Oh, see, he's got one of them cowboy hat brims on. Woohoo! That's an e-bike there. Definitely tell the people who have got the e-bikes. Looks like there's a whole nother greenway across this creek over there. Here we are back in the marsh zone again. Really nice walkway around here. Hope they don't poison it too bad when the skeeters come out. Nice people get to see a little bit of floodplain. You don't ever get to see those things. You never understand the value of it. And there's a lot of value in wetlands. Little bit blustery. Okay, this is the Marsh Park is what they want to call this, which makes sense. Looks like a big old hotel over there. Best Western Plus. Riding bikes here. Fast, fast, fast. Faster, faster, faster. Yep. Here we go, risking our lives on another blind curve. This could be the end for us. We could die. But no, we were able to get out the other side. Yes, survived until I live another day. Now, people don't understand how dangerous those blind curves are. And that's why they have the signage up there, because those are pretty dangerous. Miles. 1,480.